If you've ever looked at the USPTO database to check whether a trademark is available, you might have gotten excited if you saw a result that looked like the trademark you wanted, but it shows in the database as dead. You shouldn't get too excited though, because dead might not mean what you think it means. Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Faith Mitton, an attorney on a mission to simplify trademark law for entrepreneurs and business owners. Here you'll find tons of easy to understand content to help you learn how to navigate the crazy world of trademarks and how to stay on the right side of the law. And you may not be on the right side of the law if you just assume that a trademark is not going to be a problem for you just because it has a big red dead tag in the USPTO database. This database is available online and it holds all the public records for every single trademark application that has ever been filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office or USPTO. It's one of the first places you should check to see whether the trademark you want is available, but mind you, it isn't the only place that you should check. A more thorough trademark clearance search looks beyond the USPTO database to find potential conflicts, because the USPTO registration is not the only source of trademark rights in the United States. There are also common law trademarks, those that come into existence simply by using a trademark publicly without making any filings, as well as state trademarks, which are registered in particular states by making a filing with the relevant government agency there. Common law trademark rights are limited to the places where you have actual market penetration, so where you've actually sold products or provided services, whereas state trademark rights are limited to the states where the registration was actually filed. So business owners who want to be able to shut down infringement of their brands no matter where their competitors are located in the country instead opt for federal trademark registrations, those which are vetted and approved by the United States Patent and Trademark Office, which provide nationwide protection for their brands. And that brings us back to the USPTO database, because the USPTO will not approve a trademark application that is confusingly similar to another active trademark in their massive database. A trademark that is no longer active in the USPTO database is known as a dead trademark, and there are many reasons why a trademark might be listed as dead. First, a trademark could be listed as dead because the application just never got approved. This could be because the person or business that filed the application did so on an intent to use basis and never actually established use. This could also happen if the application received an office action and the applicant did not respond to the office action, or did respond and just wasn't able to overcome it. And this might be the case as well if the application was opposed and did not successfully defeat the opposition. If these concepts are unfamiliar to you, don't worry. I have a detailed video on this channel where I talk about the trademark application process in depth, and I explain what all of these things mean and why they're important. So if you want to learn more, be sure to check out the video called "What is the Trademark Application Process Like?" The other reason why a trademark might be listed as dead in the USPTO database is because the trademark application was approved, but the registration got canceled for some reason. Registration is the term that is used to refer to trademark applications that have been approved. When an application is approved, the trademark is referred to as being registered. Trademark registrations can be canceled for a number of different reasons. This could be because the trademark owner or registrant did not make the required renewal filings when due, in the appropriate format, with the right payment. Be sure to check out my video called "What to Do After Your Trademark Application is Filed" to learn more about these required filings, because accidentally missing a deadline could mean just throwing away the trademark rights you fought so hard to get, and you want to avoid that. Trademark registrations may also be canceled if someone petitions for the registration to be canceled. These petitions are essentially special lawsuits held in front of a tribunal whose only job is to decide on disputes involving federal trademarks. These lawsuits might come into play if you abandon your trademark rights by not using the trademark correctly. Another topic I talk about in that what to do after your trademark application is approved video. These kinds of lawsuits could also come into play if someone believes that your trademark was granted on fraudulent grounds because you weren't truthful to the USPTO when you filed the application. If someone believes they have stronger rights to the trademark than you because they were using the trademark first, as well as for many other reasons. And be mindful of the fact that if a trademark registration is listed as dead because of a successful cancellation petition, that could very well mean that whoever petitioned to cancel that trademark could cause problems for you if you decide to adopt a similar trademark to the one that was canceled for similar products and services. All that being said, regardless of whether a trademark is listed as dead in the USPTO database because it was canceled or because it was never approved, that doesn't mean that there are no other common law or state trademark rights that do not exist. Even if you are ultimately successful in getting the federal trademark application approved, those common law and state trademark rights could still block your use of the trademark in those places where those rights are valid and where they predate your use of the trademark or your filing of the federal trademark application. You'd basically be dealing with the Swiss cheese effect in that scenario, where your federal trademark registration will provide some protection, but there will be holes in the places where any state or common law trademark rights exist for similar products and services for a similar trademark. These gaps in coverage can expose you to legal challenges as well as operational challenges, because if you have a website, for example, where your trademark is prominently displayed, but somebody else has a common law trademark in another part of the country where you can't use your trademark, you'd have to figure out how to prevent people from accessing your website in the places where that common law trademark dominates and has priority over your federal trademark. So in other words, even if your federal trademark registration does exist and you do have these federal trademark rights which are supposed to be nationwide, those state or common law trademark rights that have priority over your federal trademark rights can undermine your ability to use and enforce your trademark rights across the board, creating a patchwork of protection rather than comprehensive protection. So for all these reasons, it would be wrong to just assume that a trademark listed in the USPTO database as dead is okay for you to use. Instead, if you come across a dead trademark, that's just a sign that you need to do more digging to figure out what the legal status of this trademark is. Are there any common law or state trademark rights that exist? If so, who began using the trademark first, you or the other trademark owner? If the other trademark owner did begin using the trademark before you, are there any other factors that could still strengthen your trademark rights? A knowledgeable trademark attorney can help you figure out the answers to these questions. And that's a wrap. Now you know that dead trademarks don't mean that they are completely invalidated. They're just a sign for you that more research needs to be done. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe for more trademark content and to turn on notifications so you never miss when I drop a new video. If you have thoughts or questions, please drop them in the comments. I read and respond to each one personally, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.